Good morning, America. My name is John, and I am the traditional liberal. So, last week I shared a short clipped from another video, and I received an interesting comment from YouTube user at Spartan7F4 that said, LMAO, this dude thinks subjugating a woman and being a liberal can even remotely coexist. You're a conservative neckbeard. You're just a conservative from 10 years ago. Be a better person. Now, of course, I replied to the comment asking who exactly I'm subjugating and how, but I don't expect a response. See, this person has never met my wife and knows nothing about us except perhaps the titles of some of my other videos showing that she's a trad wife. It's very easy to make baseless accusations based on a label, but defending them is hard. But just for fun, let's examine this comment a bit. For starters, the word subjugation. Oxford defines subjugate as bring under domination or control, especially by conquest. Now, based on that definition, if we ignore the bit about conquest, I could kind of see an argument for this. After all, I am head of household and I have final say in most decisions. But not all. When it comes to health, nutrition, and child rearing, my wife is in charge. And the subjugated are rarely consulted on decisions. An invader does not ask their new subjects, do you think we need a bigger house? How would you feel about moving? Before making a decision. Submissive? Yeah. Subjugated? No. We have a symbiotic relationship. She gets what she wants most of the time, and I get what I want most of the time. And both of us get what we need. I honestly think this attitude stems from something I've talked about before. You see, most people's opinions of trad wives doesn't come from interacting with trad wives. It comes from listening to people who don't like trad wives. And as such, it's almost never accurate. But beyond that, this comment illustrates a serious problem in liberal circles that I've also touched upon. Ideological purity. I'm going to guess that this person who uses the word conservative like it's an insult identifies as a liberal. And as such, this person and I probably agree politically on like 90% of issues or more. But because my marriage is something they don't approve of, I'm not a liberal to them. Instead, I'm a conservative neckbeard. Amusingly, I let my daughter trim my beard 2 days before I posted that short, but whatever. What do liberals think is going to happen if they insult and exclude other liberals over small differences? Do they think that this will make stronger liberals? More liberals? Do they think that it will strengthen liberal candidates or liberal policies? Because I think it will drive more people away from liberalism. Think about it. If I get insulted and attacked for my marriage only by liberals, I might start to associate more with conservatives who are much kinder to me, and that might start to influence my political views. Maybe it would eventually change how I vote, and then old neckbeard over here would have lost a vote that they might come to miss on a really close issue. Now, not to get too conspiracy theory here, but have you ever heard the phrase, every accusation is a confession? See, I think it's actually more like every baseless accusation is a confession. For decades, the far right has accused the left of paying protesters or paying people to pretend to be conservative and crazy to make them look bad. And there's never been a scrap of evidence of this that I've seen. But, people like this make me wonder, is the far right posing as crazy liberals online in order to fracture and smear liberals? Maybe not. Maybe we don't need any help doing that to ourselves. But it does make me wonder. Frankly, I would love to interview this person and see where they're coming from. And as I said, I don't expect a reply to my comment. which is why I tagged them in this video. So, at Spartan7F4, if you've watched this and made it this far, let me know. I want to understand your position here. I want to know where you're coming from, and I want to have a conversation about this. But that's all I have for you today, so please subscribe if you'd like to hear more and comment below your thoughts on this. Thank you, and good night, America.